Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another pick a card reading. Today's reading is more of a check-in with yourself reading. This coincides with the full moon coming tomorrow, Friday the 10th of January. But you can view this video at any time. So we are going to be looking at what we should be feeding and nourishing ourselves with, okay? This is a wolf moon, and so this talks about hunger and the scarcity that is January, alrighty? So if you've never been to a pick a card reading before, welcome. It is a really simple procedure. All you have to do is take a few calm, deep breaths, get into a centered space so you can really get in touch with your intuition and choose the card group or card groups that call to you. You can pick more than one, whatever ones feel right and you feel connected to. So the timestamps for these groups will be down in the description box below and also in a pinned comment. And if you need to pause this video at any time to meditate on the cards, you can go ahead and do that as well. The groups are as followed. Group number 1 will be the desert rose here. Group number 2, the tree agate. And group number 3, the smoky quartz, and group number 4, the fluorite. And please keep in mind this is a general reading, so take what resonates with you. Some messages might be meant for other people, so whatever resonates, take with you, and leave the rest, I guess is what I want to say. So with that being said, I will see you in your group. All right, guys. Hello, group number 1. Those of you who have chosen the desert rose, welcome, welcome. Let's go ahead and see what you should be feeding and nourishing. So your light seer tarot cards are the 10 of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. All right, so first off, with this 10 of Wands here, you are a person that takes on too much. So what you're doing right now is you are currently feeding the need to never say no, and that you are so independent, you take on everything and you don't ask for help. So you're not lightening your load at all. And in fact, you're taking on too much, and you're not being able to really relax or take it easy or just take a deep breath, because sometimes a lot of this baggage is overwhelming. So by you not saying no, or you thinking, okay, well, nobody's going to do it the way I can do it, so I should just do it. By feeding into that, you're missing out on so many other things, and you're weighing yourself down. So you're making progress. You're on your way to making progress, you know. This is a message basically to keep going, but to release those burdens, okay? So this message is going to be kind of hard for you guys to fully and completely release your burdens, right? I think a lot of you are very stubborn. You don't like saying no, but you guys have to, for your own sake of well-being, right? You're taking on too much. You're doing too much. I'm the same personality type where I don't like to disappoint people or say no very often. And I also know that some things, if I don't do it, it's not going to be done right? That mindset. And so this is what I'm seeing here, is that you're feeding into that. You're not letting anybody else help you. You're not lightening your own load, and you really, really need to. With this Knight of Wands, this talks about feeding your creativity, your passion. What drives you? What excites you? What is your unbridled passion of just what lights you up, right? This is just going for sheer passion here. So adventure, spontaneity, just being wild and free. You need to feed that passion. You need to put that nourishment back into your soul, because right now, by the looks of it, you don't have time for that. You're not allowing yourself to have time for that. So if you ask for help here, and if you lighten your load a little bit, this can come back. That spark can come back. That passion, that adventure, like inspired, just creativity. That's just what I'm seeing here. You don't have that going on right now, or that spark about it has dimmed. And then with this Knight of Cups here, this is letting love come back into your life. Once you start lightening your load and, really turning yourself inward and lighting your spark back up, people are going to start coming back into your life. People are going to want to take you out and want to go and do things with you. This is also creativity as well. This is just romance, chivalry, date night, This is being in touch with your own romantic self, So feeding this passion as well. So you've got two really passionate cards here, one with emotions, one with just life in general. And I really feel like you guys have been letting yourself be bogged down for so long that these have been pushed to the back burner. And this is really what you should be feeding, because once you do feed these, doors are going to open up, right? You're going to meet new people. You're going to have new adventures. You're going to have a new spark lit, and you're not going to want to take on everybody else's stuff and just be piled on, right? You're going to want to go out and do your own thing and be with your spouse or your romantic partner, whatever the case may be. That's what I see here. That's what you should be feeding and nourishing. So let's take a look at your oracle cards here. We have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. So this can talk about, being pragmatic and making sure that you're practical and you're moving forward, and change that's coming. And it's not what you know, but whom you know. But I also feel like with bring love into the situation, this is exactly what we're talking about here. Bring love back into yourself and bring love back into the situation as far as being able to allow yourself to go out and date, allowing yourself to chase love and to receive love and to just be involved with romance again, especially, the most romantic month is coming up in a couple of weeks, which crazy how fast this time is going. And speaking of, this is a fast moving card. So once you start dropping one weighted baggage, you're going to drop a lot more and things are going to come to you more quickly. Okay. So bring love into the situation, not only romance, but self-love. All right. Ooh. And then have faith in your dreams. So I feel like you are the type of person that has a lot of creative passion and a lot of dreams and things that you put on the back burner. This card is just spark. And I keep saying that, but that's what I see. And you're going to start, lighting those dreams back up inside and going for it. Have faith in your dreams. Have faith that, things are going to start coming to fruition, right? Like keep going, keep doing you. And then we have, another faith card. So keep the faith. Really focus on you. Focus on what you can bring to yourself, right? Keep the faith that things are going to get better, that things are going to be moving forward, that changes are coming, and the changes are good changes, okay? And then the other two cards we have, so this is your Queen of the Moon, and these are your Moonology. I don't know if I said that. And then we have Work Your Light and the Crumbling. What are you clinging to? So this reminds me of the Tower card in tarot, but I really feel like with this, you're clinging to so much baggage that you don't need to. And this is just advice for you to take a real hard look at what you are clinging on to and release it, because you're not going to get much farther if you keep weighting yourself down with the things that you don't need, right? So just remember to take a good hard look at what you are actually clinging on to. Okay, and the last card is Share Your Voice. Come out of the cave, persecution, expression. What have I been saying this whole time? expression. Express yourself. All right. You have been in a cave. You've been locking yourself away with these burdens. These have weighted you down to the point where you don't really do anything for yourself, and that your spark has just gone to a little flicker, right? So share your voice, share your expression, get out of there and really feed your creativity, your passion, and your romance life. Because those right now I feel are your big areas that are suffering because you are not focused on them and you're feeding the wrong thing. All right, guys. I find this to be a very beautiful and inspiring reading. Let me know if it resonates with you down in the comment section and what group you chose. And if this video has helped you or you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so. I have more videos on the way. And if you have not yet hit that notification bell, do that as well, and that way you'll never miss a video upload from me. All right, my group number ones, you have a very wonderful full moon. Bye-bye. Hello, group two. Welcome, welcome. Those of you who have chosen the little miniature tree agate, I just love this one so much. All right, so let's see what you should be feeding and nourishing in yourselves, all right? Let's take a look at your Light Seers Tarot. All right, so the first one we have is the Tarot, or the Tower. Goodness, the Magician. Okay, and Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so right off the bat, let's talk about the Tower. So right now, again, this is a general reading, but I feel like a lot of you are experiencing chaos. Some, like maybe you're feeling like just everything in your world is crumbling down, or you know, the things are being ripped out from under you, or you feel like, why me, right? But with this card, yes, things are happening, and things are getting, you know, destroyed, and the rug is being pulled out from under you, but it's happening for you, not to you. Things need to break down in order to be rebuilt back up bigger and greater, all right? And so right now, while this is happening to you, in your perspective, while this is happening to you, you are feeling and feeding that why me aspect. You're not taking the time to really look at, okay, well, so that happened. What can I do to better this situation? Or how does this benefit me, instead of why is this happening to me? Right? Because sometimes a door needs to slam shut in our faces in order for us to move on to bigger and better things, right? Sometimes we need to lose that job or lose that relationship because we're not seeing how destructive it actually is being to us in the moment, right? I know this sounds a little harsh, but sometimes it's needed to happen in order for us to get a real wake-up call, right? I'm not talking about horribly destructive things, because that's a whole nother ball game. But I'm just talking about the things that happen for us, not to us. And so you're feeding the negativity side of this right now instead of looking on the bright side of why it's happening. All right. Again, this is a general reading, so, you know, take what resonates, but chaos is happening. There's some stuff going on. There's some changes that are happening. And this, what I have to say too, is with this card brings new perspective and new awakenings of things. So it's actually a good card. A lot of people don't see this card as a good card. They see it as a bad omen. They see it as, you know, just an awful, awful card. But this really is, you know, a breaking down to be built back up. All right. I really hope that makes sense, that it's not necessarily a negative card. This is also, you know, your belief system might be changing. Your whole aspect of what you know and what you thought you know is changing as well. So feed the positive side of this card instead of this negative side, which I feel like most of you are doing at the moment. And so instead, we should be looking at the Magician here. which is insane because you guys have 2 major arcana cards here. So this magician talks about having the skills and the tools to be able to do what you want. You already know what you need to do. You have it within you. You have all the tools you need to manifest what you want to do. And you need to feed that. Maybe it's learning a new skill, but having a new epiphany or a new skill that you want to learn, and you just pick it up real fast because you have the natural skill and the natural talent to do so. You need to feed that in your soul right now. Like, this may be a destruction card, but this is a creation card. Okay, so feed your creativity. Feed what you want to manifest and what you really want to have in your life, and work toward that. Work toward the brighter aspects. So this is creativity as well. I believe I said that. So what do you want to do as a hobby? Maybe it's a new career path that involves creativity. What is that idea that has been festering in the back of your mind, but you keep pushing it away because you don't think that you could do that you don't think you have the skills necessary to do that? Feed that. That's what's coming through here. Feed that talent. You have natural talent. Like, you're the one that can pick up a new hobby and master it within like a couple days or a week or whatever. It's quick mastery because you have the natural talent. Feed that. Now with this card, this is the Knight of Pentacles. This is a very practical, pragmatic card. This is a card about being a hard worker, and it's about building your financial security, building your future, seed by seed. So this is financial planning. This is being working toward your futures, towards your goal. This is being smart. So I feel like maybe with this Tower card here that things are falling around you. Things are like falling apart, and you're trying to get things done real fast or make sure it's going by fast. But this is a slow moving card. This is a very slow moving energy. This is the energy of wanting to make sure it's done right the first time. So you take your time. You make sure that you plant those seeds, in the appropriate amount of dirt and water at the appropriate amount of time. You don't just rake the soil and plant the seeds and go. This is being very practical and pragmatic. So this is what, you should be feeding your practical side. Look at things from a perspective of, okay, this is happening because of this, or I should do this because of this. Be very practical. Take an interest in your future, right? Take an interest in what you need to do to get where you want to be, but do it practically. So that is the energy you should be feeding. The hard-working energy, the skills and the manifesting you want to do is going to take some hard work, but you'll pick it up so quick. Okay, you will be working toward your future. Things may change and chaos may reign around you right now, but if you focus and feed these 2 energies, things will calm down and things will be better than ever. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards. I'm going to push those up there. Your first oracle cards are your Moonology cards, and it's time to release negativity. So what did I tell you? So don't focus on the negative aspects of this. Release it. It's happening for you, not to you, okay? So that's very straightforward. Don't hold on to that negativity. It's only going to delay your progress and delay your hard work. And then expect powerful change. Okay, well, again, with this Tower, it is very powerful change. But it is, again, change that needed to happen. And then again, you have the power to change more things with this Magician card. With this energy here, you can have and use your skill and talent to manifest what you want, to bring forth what you want with this hard work, okay? And dedication. And, just be aware that it can be slow moving, okay? It's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to get from point A to point B overnight. It's going to take some time and some skill and some hard work, but you'll get there. And then your your Queen of the Moon Oracle is release. So again, release that negativity that no longer serves you. Release that fear, that doubt. Yes, it's chaos. Yes, it's destruction. Yes, you're feeding that, but you're feeding the wrong aspect of that card, okay? I hope this makes sense. And then your light, work your light cards, Priestess. How are you being called in to step in and lead? Okay, so with this Magician card, this is a card of leading forward, right? Stepping up, doing your thing, doing what you need to do. I'm going to get a little passage from the card, or from the book here. Let's see. I know this is not exactly amazing here doing this, but I want to make sure I'm getting the meaning right, because I haven't had these for too long, these cards. Okay, so we have the Priestess is a teacher dedicated to service, freedom, and leadership. You don't need to have it all together to lead. In fact, it helps if you don't. No one wants a perfect angel who hasn't made any mistakes. Let your life be your message. Don't underestimate the power of sharing your story. It is by hearing someone else's journey that we feel less alone. We realize that we're actually all in this thing called life together. The difference between being a follower and a leader is a leader has the courage to go first in stepping out. They shine a light on the path for others to venture forward too. Don't fret too much about trying to work out who is your tribe. Don't get stuck in age, income, hobbies, or occupation. The best way to discover your tribe is to look in the mirror. If you feel called to lead, chances are it is because at some point in your life you longed for someone to lead you. Your tribe are longing for exactly the same thing as you are and were, and might only be one step behind you. Hell, they might even be right alongside you. You don't need anyone's permission, just the courage to stand up, embrace your struggles, the peaks, the troughs. You don't need to know the way, just believe there might be a different one. Your tribe is waiting for you. Step up forward so they can find you. And so how are you being called to step and lead? How are you being the leader you wish, or how can you be the leader you wish you had? So I know that was long and flighty, but again, with everything happening to you right now in your perspective, it's actually for you. And so you can use those experiences to lead others, to help others as well, okay? By releasing that. Maybe it's, going into a new line of work with counseling or teaching. Whatever the case may be, things are breaking down so you can step up and you can have the life that you should be having, right? And then trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So there's that intuition, that little voice inside, that little, what it is, niggle, that little voice trying to say, trying to tell you something, and you're not listening. You kind of push it down. So what is it trying to tell you? What is that little voice trying to say? So that's where this magician comes in, and you listen and you manifest and you work with your natural talents to really bring that in the forefront, right? All right, let me see if I see anything else in here. So these cards are just here for, these are your advice cards, your teaching cards, and these are confirmation cards. So these are the advice cards for you. So listen to that voice and, how are you being called to step up and lead? What can you teach others? How can you bring forth your energy and your experiences for others? And maybe that might help with all of this chaos that's going on right now. But feed your natural talent, feed your manifestation skills, feed your hard work, feed your practical side. That's what I want to say. Yeah. You have creativity beyond creativity with this Magician card. So feed it. All right. And release the negativity, release the things that no longer serve you, and bring forth your creativity, because I have a feeling a lot of you are very creative and you have the ability to teach others your skills, especially with this card. So you have that ability. You have a lot of natural talent and skills that you should be feeding, but instead you're so focused on the negative that's happening around you to feed your Magician and your Knight of Pentacles energy. So that is what I see. Hopefully this has helped you. If it has, if it's resonated with you, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. Leave me a like if this has helped as well. And then if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so, because I have more videos on the way, more pick a card readings, more videos on all the stuff. And if you've not yet hit that notification bell, go ahead and do that as well. That way you'll never miss a video upload from me. All right, my group number 2s, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Hello, my group number 3s, those of you who have chosen the smoky quartz. Let's find out what you should be feeding and nourishing your soul with. All right, so your light seer cards. All right, you have the Devil. Okay, 7 of Cups and 3 of Cups. Okay, so you are not feeding the right thing right now. The Devil card is a card that talks about addictions, about fears, anxieties, temptations, manipulation, materialism. So you can be feeding the wrong things right now, and only you will know what those are. You already know what those temptations and addictions and fears are, what has been bothering you. And sometimes we're using that to cope. Sometimes we're using it to heal. Sometimes we are using it to get through our day-to-day. So it can be anything in the world that is not necessarily good for you, right? Any kind of temptation. We can even talk about, eating the wrong kind of food, because, that helps us cope. So this is necessary. I can speak, I swear. So this is not necessarily like a dark card for most of you. For some of you, it could be. I am getting, especially with this, 7 of Cups here. So I'll explain in a second. So this Devil card here, although it looks quite innocent here, it looks like he's reaching out to you to help you. There's strings attached to it, right? So whatever he is offering to you, it's with strings attached. So you may feel tired or fatigued or in pain, or, certain things are going to be a side effect of this, right? So there's promises of healing and of nourishment and of fulfillment, but it comes with strings attached. And those strings attached oftentimes are not worth the price. Does that make sense? So this is what you're feeding into right now. This, and some of you might not even be realizing it. So like I said, it could be as innocent as, always going for the wrong food to eat, or keeping the wrong company, that sort of thing, or it can be a little bit more serious. So take what resonates with you. Now with the 7 of Cups, this is about choices. This is about having different options available to you. So this is the energy that we should be feeding right now. Looking at our different options, because again, strings attached is not a very good option, right? Whereas right here, we have so many different options that we can choose from that are a better bet than what the Devil is offering, correct? So this is the energy we should be feeding. We should be able to choose what works best for us, and what choice is the right choice, right? for us, for our state of mind, for our state of being, for our health, what is the correct choice? We have options that we should be feeding into, whether it's, going for a run before work, or choosing to cut out sugar, or, cutting out the harder stuff, right? Take it day by day. Choices. You have choices. This is also a card that talks about having your head up in the clouds, or daydreaming, having fantasies. So using that as well. Allow yourself to get lost in your imagination, into your daydreams, because sometimes when we have stuff like this going on, we feel like that's the only way that we can have dreams or get lost in that world, right? If you're feeling me, but we can do that naturally as well, and just allowing yourself to daydream, to have goals and choices and options for you, is the energy we should be going into and feeding right now. Now, this Three of Cups, it's quite interesting that they're both cup energy right now. I think maybe with this card here, you guys have not been in touch. Maybe you've been dulling your emotions down a little bit and not been in touch with them completely. So we should be feeding some emotional energy as well, right? So the good emotion, allowing ourselves to feel, okay? Sometimes we try to shut that down because that helps with the healing process, or that helps numb the pain a little bit. But allow yourself to feel so you can heal, all right? Three of Cups, this is a very celebratory card. This is allowing yourself to go out and enjoy the company of your friends, your family, the people that support you, that want to see you rise up, that want to see you succeed and be, the best version of you possible, right? This is about joy and community and celebration. So this is attending that social event that you didn't really feel like doing, when you got invited. This is attending your family's birthday party and really being in the moment and enjoying it. This is going out for, a girls' night when normally you would want to stay in, because you have people who love you and want to surround you with nothing but joy and happiness. So remember that. And this is the energy that we want to be feeding right now. We want to be feeding the closeness, the community, the help, the success that we feel from other people, or that brings out the success in us, I want to say. We want to look into the options that we have, the choices that we have in front of us that we might been turning a blind eye to, okay? So those are the energy. I feel like it's kind of like I'm bringing the energy down with this, but sometimes we need to check in with ourselves to see how we're doing, and not every single time is going to be rainbows and butterflies, right? So sometimes check-ins can be, a little in your face, and sometimes we really need that, right? So just remember that it's not all serious, that not everybody that has chose this group has a serious, temptation issue or addiction issue or, materialism issue. Just know that there is some sort of temptation or addiction going on with you, and you know what it is. So that's all I'm going to say. Now, let's take a look at your Moonology cards. We have Work Through Your Fears. All right. So again, this ties into the Seven of Cups and the Devil energy, because sometimes this Devil energy brings out our most feared aspects of what we fear the most, right? So we're really going to put the energy forth to work through it, to, maybe it's a resolution that we've got going on right now. Maybe we're, going on a new diet, and that scares us because maybe some of us don't know how to cook well, and that scares us. Or going to the gym, that scares us. Or, whatever the case may be for your resolution, you got to work through it, right? Some people give up, or I should say most people give up the resolutions after, 2 weeks in January. So this is working through your fears, working through those situations that seem really difficult, but knowing that you're coming out of it with options and with success and joy, right? And then this card is take time to breathe out. So again, breathe. Okay, a lot of this can be overwhelming, and if we have goals and fears that we're working toward and through, it can be overwhelming. So just take a moment out of each day, out of each hour if you have to just breathe and realize that it's going to be okay, that you're going to come out on the other side of it bigger and better, okay? And then your Moonology, or your Queen of the Moonology, is surrender. Okay, so this is surrender to the good things. Surrender that you might need a little bit of help. Surrender to the choices. Don't surrender, however, to the strings attached here, okay? Surrender could be meaningful for a lot of different reasons for each of you, and I feel like I don't need to say much more about that. I'm just going to leave that there. You know what that means to you. And then your work, your light cards, align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Oh my gosh. I am so sorry that this kind of feels like, I want to say a Debbie Downer, but these work your light cards are what I'm saying, what I am using as advice cards right now. And so what is not aligned that needs to change? What are you feeding that is not in alignment for your greater good, for your highest self? What is not, what needs to change? What needs to go? All right. Very, very, very similar here. Exactly what we were talking about. Okay. What do you need to choose instead? And then your last advice card here is no. Oh, wait, postpone, pause, say no. I mean, I don't feel like I need to explain any more of that, right? Say no to the temptation. Say no to the things that you know are bad for you. Say no to the things that you have strings attached to, okay? You have so much joy coming, and so many choices here that this is definitely going to come easier and easier for you to do. Okay. So this is what I see for you guys. It's a very positive reading. I know it sounds more Debbie Downer and more negative, but it really isn't. It's basically walking you through what you need to feed again, because you're feeding the wrong thing, right? This is going to nourish your body. This is what we're going through 2020 with this energy, right? This full moon is bringing in all of this beautiful, wonderful, changing energy. You just have to remember what is in alignment with your higher self for your greater good, and taking time to work through those fears, to take time to breathe, to surrender to the divine, to whatever you believe in, to surrender to the universe and say that, yes, I'm going to, choose the better options, and I'm going to celebrate. And I have family and friends that will be there to love and support and care for me. Okay? All right, guys, I'm so sorry this one kind of was a little bit longer, but I feel like I really needed to say a few things. So hopefully this resonated with you. If it did, let me know down in the comments which group you chose. And if you enjoyed this and this helped you out, go ahead and leave it a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do that as well. You have more pick a card readings on the way and other videos to look through as well. And if you have not yet hit that notification bell, go ahead and do that as well. That way you'll never miss a video from me. All right. Thank you so much for watching my group number 3s, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Hello, my group number 4s. How are you doing? Those of you who chose the fluorite. All right, so let's take a look at what we should be feeding and nourishing in ourselves, okay? This is your Light Seers tarot. So we have the Four of Swords. I love that card. Oh, you guys have 4 cards. So Page of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the Moon. Okay, so before we get into your oracle cards, let's have a look here. So this card, the Four of Swords, this talks about having, taking a deep rest, healing, self-love, and renewal, right? So I feel like seeing these other cards, I feel like you guys aren't taking this advice. Like this is, that you guys aren't taking the rest. You guys are burnt out, but you're not realizing it. You guys need to heal, and you need to give yourself some self-love. And like you really do need to take that time and take a long meditation or a long rest, right? Yeah. I mean, the holidays will do that to you, right? So yes, so you're feeding in the burnout. You're feeding into not having that self-care time. Or some of you are hibernating too long. Maybe some of you are not doing too well mentally and take most of the day and sleep too long, or hibernate in a way that is not healthy, okay? So whatever resonates with you, that is the energy coming through for what the wrong thing you're feeding, okay? Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. But then we have the Page of Wands. So see how like energetic and passionate she's like. She's so happy. She's like, whoa. So this is creativity. This is enthusiasm. This is passion. This is new inspiration, trying new things, learning new things. This is getting to know what exactly excites us, right? So it's also really good news. So look at the difference between the 2 cards, right? So this is the energy that you're feeding, and this is the energy you should be feeding right now. So a lot of you may be a little under the weather, or you guys have been not taking the best care of yourself. Maybe some of you are in a depressed state, okay? But this is what we should be feeding, this Page of Wands energy: creativity, enthusiasm, maybe trying out a new hobby, a new skill, learning something inspirational, right? This is just passion, creativity and passion. And then we have this Ace of Pentacles here. This is new beginnings as well. This is success. This is the beginning of a new like career or a new venture. This is new ideas, and also, you know, planting those seeds for success, right? This is also a bonus or a increase in pay, raise, or, you know, a new, what is the word that I'm looking for? Like, you know, it could even be as small as finding a quarter on the ground. So this is money coming to you as well. So success, hard work, and new ideas, new beginnings. So I feel like with this energy here, you guys have been stuck in a rut. You've been stuck and you're feeding into that. Maybe you guys are saying, oh, you know, I could never do this. I could never, you know, turn that into an opportunity. That's the word I was looking for, an opportunity for this card. I can never do that. I might as well just stay in my little cocoon and not try. Okay, but this energy right here, you really need to feed it, because you're going to have success with it. You have the greatest potential for success right now. You have the creative spark, that inspiration that you need to start something new, whether it's a new hobby, a new career, or a new just a new adventure opportunity, whatever the case may be. That thing that you thought you couldn't do, you can do it. And it's going to bring you an opportunity for some sort of monetary opportunity, okay? And so this one apparently fell into the deck as well, the Moon. So this is trusting your intuition, facing your fears, and listening to your dreams. Now, dreams being literal dreams, or dreams being, you know, your inspiration, what you would like to do, you know, what you dreamed of, type of a thing. So listening to your gut, listening to your intuition is what I'm seeing with this spread here, because right now you're feeding the wrong kind of energy. You're feeding into the rut. You're feeding into the I can't. You're feeding into the negative aspects. Like you're just not doing anything, right? You just are stuck. You're not giving yourself enough credit. You're not giving yourself enough self-love, right? Or some of you are just, you know, not, what's the word I'm looking for? I know I keep saying that. Some of you just aren't believing in yourself enough to where you can get to this point. Listen to your intuition, listen to your gut, because there, I guarantee you, there is that voice in the back of your head that's saying, I know I can do this. I've done it a million times. I've done, you know, I've done it for friends and family, or, you know, whatever. Baking, you know, if you want to start your, you know, a baking video YouTube channel, whatever that is, you're going to have that aha moment, and it's going to bring you an opportunity here. That's what I see. That's what you should be feeding into, not the I can't, the I can. So let's take a look at your Moonology card. Step out of your comfort zone. Okay? Okay? I don't need to say more than that. I really don't. Okay? I really, really don't need to say more than that. Step out of your comfort zone. Feed that energy. It may be scary and it may be wavering, but it's going to bring you joy and passion and inspiration and opportunity. And then your last Moonology card is meditate and contemplate. So take this energy, and instead of using it to say I can't and I'm not good enough and I'm just going to stay in my own cocoon, use this energy to meditate and really contemplate and figure out your next steps and what you want to do and where you want to go, okay? Self-love, self-care. All right. And then we have, two of your Queen of the Moonology cards. We have nourishment. Okay. So you're nourishing the wrong thing here. And what's this whole video about? It's about feeding and nourishing. So nourish this energy here, your Page of Wands energy and your Ace of Pentacles energy. That's what we're talking about. Self-love, self-care, nourishment. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then your second one is the unexpected. Well, yes, if you're going for it, if you are, you know, stepping out of your comfort zone here, the unexpected will happen. A great unexpected thing, right? That's awesome. You keep thinking to yourself, I can't do it, or I'm not good enough, and you're going to be in the exact same spot, in the exact same area, in the exact same place that you have been because you don't step out, right? That is exactly what we don't want to do. We want to feed the, okay, I'm going to try. I'm going to do this. I'm going to try it. And then look at all the unexpected things that might come your way, that are going to come your way. And your advice cards from Work Your Light are Anna, Grandmother of Jesus. Okay, so seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. What did I just talk about? Stepping out of your comfort zone, getting the inspiration you needed, meditate and contemplate here about your next steps, about where you want to go, about what you want to do, how you want to get there. From point A to point B, how do you want to travel that distance? All right, because yes, you know, we want to try things and we want to get to point B, but we need to have a, you know, a foundation laid, a plan, a blueprint, right? Oh my gosh, I love synchronicities. So make sure you plan what you want to do. Take this energy that you just are staying in a rut and, you know, staying in your own cave, in your cocoon, you know, lay the foundation while you're here. Take one step at a time, but, you know, feed this energy. And your next advice and last advice card is leap. Oh my gosh, I can't. Looks like she's a little leaper right here too. Leap. Step out of your comfort zone. Go for it. The unexpected will happen. The universe will catch you. Leap. Just do it. Just get moving. You're stuck in the same spot. You're feeding that energy. Leap. Do it. Try. Go for it. Follow your dreams. Follow your intuition. That little voice inside you that says, you can do this. You've done it a million times. You're talented. Or, you know, you should try that interview, or you should, you know, put yourself out there, or you should upload a video, or you should bake for your county fair. Whatever the case may be, I don't know. These are just what's coming to me. But do it. You will be in the same perpetual state as you have always been if you don't take a leap, if you don't step out of your comfort zone. You will always be in the same spot, right? And same thing when people say, if you don't ask, the answer is always no, right? So this is that energy. Feed your creativity, your inspiration, your passion. Feed it. Feed your intuition. And then that opportunity will come. Those opportunities will continue to come. You know, feeding that new beginning, the new start energy. That's success. You're planting the seeds with this card. You're planting the seeds with this card. All right? You're nourishing yourself. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love, love, love. Okay, guys. That is what I see for you, and I'm super excited for you. Stepping out of your comfort zone, that's literally, you're in your comfort zone right now, step out of it. That's exactly what I see, and I am excited for you guys. So if this has resonated, if this has helped you, let me know down in the comments what group you chose, and let me leave me a thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do that as well, since I have new videos coming and all sorts of videos on my channel already, if this is your cup of tea. And if you have not yet hit that notification bell, go ahead and do that as well. That way you'll never miss a video upload from me. All right, guys, my group number 3 is thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.